Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you the initial checkout of a really cool and very good condition 302. Now this is a Western Electric desk rotary telephone, and this is Kathleen's telephone from Ohio. Now Kathleen has also sent in a 3-slot payphone, so that's a really cool telephone that we're going to be looking at here pretty soon. And this 302 still has its actual center dial card, if you can see that, so that's really cool. It says, looks like Riverside 6-2184. So that's really cool, and it's in very good condition. And so basically what Kathleen has said in her letter here is something about a local man from a phone company tried to fix the wall mount unit, which would have probably been the 3-slot payphone. He took it apart and never came back after I paid him. And so now she's basically wanting these telephones repaired, and she wants to be able to use them. And this is the initial checkout. So on this 302, I'll show you, it's got a cloth line cord, and if this line cord were any longer, I would try to go ahead and save it. But it's not long enough actually to be used as a line cord at this point. So I think we're just going to get rid of this cloth cord, because on the handset cord here we have the black rubber one, and so basically we'll just go with a black line cord. And this telephone just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it's in very good condition, and I'm going to kind of give you a look at it. We're going to go through it, and we're going to install a modular port on the inside, so we can simply connect up a black modular line cord to it, and we're going to go through the rotary. I'll show you that in a second. This telephone's in very good condition and just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but this kind of gives you a look at the initial checkout. Of course, our bells are there, and if I remember right, I think the rotary on this telephone is a little slow. See, it doesn't want to return. This telephone's in really good shape. It's a very cool telephone. Nice 302. See, it doesn't want to, and it's very sluggish. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go through the telephone, troubleshoot it, install our modular port for our line cord, and install our line cord. We're going to kind of go through all the connections, check the receive, the transmit, and make sure that our handset cord is good, and we're kind of going to go from there. And so we're going to fade away here for a second and take a break and kind of go through the phone, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and basically the telephone has been repaired. We went through everything on the telephone, the receive, the transmit. We installed a new modular line cord. We'll show you that in a minute. And we also installed a modular port so that once you bring the line cord into the telephone, you can plug the line cord in. And we like to do that so if they ever need to change the line cord, they have something to plug into. And so we also went through the rotary and cleaned it and adjusted it, and now the rotary is working the way it should now, and it has the return that it needs, and it's racking the numbers off. We're going to do some final checks. This is Kathleen's telephone from Ohio, and she does have a 3-slot payphone that we're going to be getting to here shortly. But we wanted to repair the 302 here, and I want to show you the center dial card, and that's original. So it's a very cool telephone. It's a very good conditioned 302. And so anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to do some final checks. I'm going to go ahead and ring the telephone. I'm going to let that go one more time. Give you some dial tone. And now, so what we want to do is, if you watch the analyzer here, you'll see our numbers going by. I'm going to go ahead and dial. I'm going to end in a 2. I'm going to do that again, so I want to give you some dial tone. We'll go through our numbers again. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and transmit into the handset. And if you'll watch this red light here on the analyzer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That shows you 100% modulation. So we know that the telephone has transmit, receive, and that it's dialing out properly and the bells are ringing. We also had to go into the bell circuit and do a little rewiring of that, make sure everything was working there. Now, these older telephones, I do believe Kathleen has a high-speed internet modem for her telephone line. And these telephones pull a lot more REN out of the line on a ring cycle than a normal telephone from, a modern telephone. And so hopefully, it should be okay for her, but I have had some times where, you got to put the telephone closer to the unit so that it has enough REN and can push enough voltage to it. It also will pull the line voltage down a little bit further than a regular newer style phone because of the network, but it should be okay. And if it's not, basically what we could do is we could change the transmitter, the receiver, and put a modern board on the inside. Now, we wouldn't take any parts out. We would leave the parts alone, but we could go to a different board. But basically, now that the telephone's repaired, let's see if it works for her on that high-speed internet modem line. And if it does, we should be okay. If not, there is, some conversions that we do to these telephones in case they will not. And some of the internet lines will see rotary and some won't. It just depends. Now, hers may not. She's talked about how her line went totally digital, but we'll just have to wait and see. You just never know until you try it. And so now what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and move the line over into a regular telephone line, and I'm going to go ahead and say call a time and temp number. I'm going to give you some dial tone.
Shop our entire location online anytime at Offenburg.com. Today is Saturday, December 31st. The time is 4:48. Current temperature 61 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Breezy today, mostly sunny skies, highs around 60. Breezy tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the 30s. Windy on New Year's Day, colder with mostly sunny skies, highs in the lower 40s.
Okay, so now what we can do, give you some dial tone. We'll call my number and it'll be busy. Okay, and we can call one other number. We'll see what these guys are up to.
Walmart.
Thank you for calling your Belleville Supercenter, where you can save money and live better. How can I help you?
How late are you guys open tonight?
We're open 24 hours.
Oh, you are? You're not going to close at all?
Nope.
Are they going to let you have a party up there?
I doubt it.
Oh, bummer. Okay, well, you have a nice day.
You too.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Okay, so we know that this telephone is working now, and it's ready to be sent back to Kathleen. And we're going to also probably send it back with the 3-slot payphone that we have, but we're going to do a video on that. She has a really cool 3-slot payphone, and we'll be doing that here shortly and get to that telephone. But this 302 Western Electric is finished up, and you know, it's just a great phone. Anybody would want this phone. It's just really a cool telephone, and it's all original basically, pretty much, and it even has its original center dial. So just a really cool telephone from the past, and it's in really good condition. Very nice. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is Kathleen's 302 desk rotary telephone, Western Electric from Ohio. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.